Okay, so now imagine a situation where your exams are coming in 10 days and your preparation is not up to the mark, right? So at this particular point, I think every CMA student gets confused about whether he or she should take this exam or not. क्या हमें ये अटेम्प्ट देना चाहिए या नहीं, राइट? सो दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन आई थिंक एवरीबडी मस्ट बी फेसिंग, and so in this particular video we are going to discuss about this question: how attempts are being counted in CMA exams, right? Coming to foundation level, in foundation your attempts generally do not matter. In my opinion, I think every capable student can qualify foundation in the very first attempt, because it requires very less effort and very less hard work as compared to inter and finals, right? So it doesn't matter in how many attempts you have qualified your foundation. Now coming to inter and final. So if the question is that whether the attempts matter in inter and final, then the answer is yes, obviously. Now the question is, where does this attempt matter? So your number of attempts taken to qualify a CMA inter or final matters only when you're going for campus placement, right? If you're going for practice, it doesn't matter. If you're going for off campus, then it hardly matters. And if you're going for on campus placement, then in a few companies they have this particular criteria that the candidate must have qualified inter and final both in the very first attempt, right? Now the question arises, what do we mean by attempt? Attempt का मतलब होता है you have gone for the exam, you have taken the exam, and then when the result comes you have failed, right? So this is the meaning of attempt. So now you might be like confused ki I went and I have taken the exam for only one paper, right? In the first paper I sat for the exam, and then the remaining three papers I didn't go. So will my attempt be counted in this particular situation? So the answer is yes. If you are being present in any of the paper during your examination, then yes, your attempt will be counted. Whether your result is fail or absent, your attempt will be counted if you have like at least taken one paper, right? Now coming to the next question, uh, I have filled the form of examination, but before the examination starts I didn't go to the exam center and I didn't sit for the exam. So will my attempt be counted because I have filled the exam form? The answer is no. Your attempt will not be counted, because your attempt will be counted only when you have gone and you have been present in any of the papers in the exam, right? I hope this is clear. Now coming to the next question, which used to be my confusion also. So when we are talking about the campus drive, so how do the companies get to know the number of attempts you have taken to qualify your inter or final? So the answer is that when you go for the placement, one form is given to you where you have to mention your number of attempts, right? And also you have to upload your mark sheet there, right? So generally the companies they do know मतलब आपने कब clear किया है, when you have cleared the exam and when you had registered for the same. So looking at the duration between these two dates, the companies they generally get to know कि हाँ चलो इसने एक या दो attempts लगाए हैं, right? So that is the answer. Now the question arises that what about those students जिनका already attempt लग गया है, like who have not qualified their inter or final in the very first attempt? What about those students? So the answer is that your number of attempts matter only for your first job. After you have got your first job and you have worked there for a considerable amount of duration, after that nobody is going to ask you in how many attempts you have qualified your professional course, right? And apart from that, learning skills and having good communication skill is very important. So there is always another way through which you can, you can get a good job, you can be placed at a good company, right? So that was it for today's video, and I really hope this like a much asked question has been answered in this video. And if you really find this video insightful and helpful, then please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, The Witty Turtle, and also don't forget to share this video with your CMA aspirants. And if you have any other doubt, then please write them down in the comment section below so that I'll go through them and I'll try to find an answer for them as well.